they were preparing used dud ammunition from the Philippines for use as steel in steel mills. And what we did, here is this shell, anything from this big to this big, and you had piles of them. You put them on a table, and there was a checker there with a little lamp on this, and the fuses had all been taken out in the Philippines. I guess that we didn't know how many people might have been killed at it there, but the checker was supposed to look into the fuse well, because the fuse was gone, and see that in fact the fuse well also was gone, and there wasn't a whole lot of, if there was a whole lot of still gunpowder or whatever it was, explosive in there, we went to a different pile. But if there's just a little bit, and of course as the job goes on, a little bit gets bigger. But if it was just a little bit, they rolled it to the next guy, and he was a guy with a burning torch. And he would put the burning torch in that hole and set the gunpowder on fire. And then there were two guys there, pick it up and throw it over in another pile, and it would sit there and burn until it was all burned out. And that went on for a good two weeks at least, maybe 3. And we were told, the union was told, everybody was told that this had been approved by the Coast Guard. And then one day, checker apparently forgot to look, and that was the one he should have looked in, and it blew up and killed 3 guys. The checker, the burner, and one of the guys that was supposed to be there throwing them in the pile. The interesting thing about that is one of the guys that was killed was black, one of the warehousemen. The other one was Japanese, and the burner was the guy from Texas that nobody knew anyway. The company's insurance agent got to the black guy's wife before the coroner got down to the dock and got her to sign a release. But he also got to the Japanese guy's wife, but she didn't speak English and couldn't sign. Later, another 2 years later, an attorney was able to show that this outfit hadn't even paid their state insurance, business insurance funds, and their representative had rushed down and paid it, but after the guys were dead. And the case went ultimately to the Supreme Court, and the Japanese guy's wife got $1 million. And so did the attorney, because it was a very, very terrifically well done case.